Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Ninja Kamui Episode 5. Before I get into spoilers, let me give you a quick overview. I think this is probably my favorite episode so far. The FBI stuff still not really working for me, but other than that, really cool fights. Yeah, very good stuff. So let me give you a synopsis here. In this episode, Mike uses the information from Emma to track down Jason, a former Auza employee. Elsewhere, having a first attempt to infiltrate Auza city stop by Zai, Higan learns of an alternate route from a mysterious benefactor. So we're gonna get into spoilers. So go watch the episode. Come back, check this out later on. So we're gonna go kind of beat by beat. Um, Really interesting stuff, right? We pick up right where we left off with Higan and Sai kind of face to face. Just a few minutes before that, we kind of pick back up. And it turns out Sai was really there, not so much to obviously to stop Higan from infiltrating the city, but also to kind of give him a warning or an ultimatum, right? That all exiled ninja must die and meet the reckoning. In the meanwhile, we do get to see another story. Emma's been reassigned, as we saw, so she's kind of out of the way and just kind of helping Mike from afar. But yeah, Mike tracks down an old Auza employee who should be able to maybe help out to collect evidence, if anything. But it looks things are not going to go as planned for those guys. We get to see once again that round table of the goofball villains, as I call them, only because they look just pretty goofy. Like their designs are very interesting. And they come to the conclusion they should just allow Higan to infiltrate the city to stop him because they control the city, so they it'll be so much easier. Which I understand. It feels like why would you go through all like you should have just let him in from the beginning. I don't know. It feels like they don't have a plan to stop Higan. They're just kind of making shit up as they go. Um, yeah. So, all right. Next, we go back to Mike and the other employee, and I'm gonna just stick with that storyline for the rest of for that. So it won't be completely in order, but um, this employee, this employee wants revenge. He's been fired from Azra, like he was never fully appreciated, or at least he feels that way. Mike has his doubts about that, but we do end up finding out that he's hiding out in this like abandoned arcade where he does have kind of like the computer technological power to infiltrate the servers of Auza and trying to help out Mike at least gather information. They run across a list of fake names, but and or at least names and social securities and all that stuff. So it looks like Azra is obviously using this to maybe put in their own people, maybe to hide out the ninjas that have come over. We don't really know, but one of the names stands out to Mike, so that I'm sure that'll come back and be really important. But of course, Auza finds out that everything that they're doing, that they're being hacked. They send in some mercenaries, and they end up chasing Mike and this employee in a high speed chase, which is really funny. Like the bad guys have all this firepower. Mike has like one gun. So yeah, I don't know. This FBI storyline, like I said, is probably the weakest part of the series for me. So let's get to the good stuff. Higan, as after he's finally allowed in, the mysterious voice keeps telling him like I almost thought at some point that the voice was gonna be that like the Auza CEO person. I don't remember. I don't know their names, and it. I try to look online for everyone's names, but it's kind of hard to locate everyone. But yeah, that dude. We'll call him the Zuckerberg guy. He just wants data on like this fight, right? They want to know what his abilities are. So like he's pretty much like let him do whatever he wants as long as I can get the information that I want. So he was pretty on board. I thought it was going to be him that was trying to get Higan to come into the city. It turns out it's not. We'll find out who it is later on. So yeah, Higan finally begins the infiltration. Really cool soundtrack. I definitely made a note to point that out. It feels like a really generic throwback 90s kind of like rock music, but like it really fits with the anime. So it brings back all the little nostalgia that you would get from, when you would watch an anime movie and they used like real songs. Yeah, stuff like that. Finally, the Techno Ninjas strike. Not only the drone ones, right? because Higan really gets through all the security pretty easily. Like anybody that's just kind of a jobber security guard or a jobber ninja is going to be taken out very quickly. Higan definitely brought a lot of explosives with him, but like the people that were at the table, who I assume now are just some of the other ninjas from the clan, like except for the main one. They show up in their ninja robot suits, which is they look cool, but they also look kind of goofy as well. I don't know. I'm not taking this anime too seriously, even though it's like pretty violent and gritty. I'm just kind of rolling with the punches on that. And they have really cool fight. Very like starts showing off a lot of his abilities. He starts getting the upper hand, but eventually everything becomes too much because his focus is to go after the main guy, not so much to defeat everyone. So when he when the main guy passes around in his drone, like Higan gets distracted and they kind of get the best of him. Um, but it's a really cool fight. Zai finally shows up. I thought that Sai was going to help him, or maybe that he's the one that had been helping all along. But as Sai's about to deliver the finishing blow, the pink ninja robot, um, I don't know anyone's name like I mentioned, but yeah, they show up. They take it on, and I think this is now who we discover the infiltrator or the mole that had been helping him out was. So I guess in the next few episodes we'll figure out what their motivations is for all this and how they're gonna strike back now that they don't really have anyone on the inside. So we'll see. Another really fun episode. I'm really enjoying this, like going week to week, especially now that we're caught up with the reviews and everything on the channel. So go check it out. I have reviews for all previous episodes on the channel now, and then I'm sure we'll be talking more about the series as it goes along. So if you've seen this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.